What's up YouTube? Gundam here again, and I got a longer video this time. It's been about a week or so since I've uploaded some training footage, so what you're watching right now is stuff from last week. Last week was, I don't know, I kind of just went with like, let me set like the highest set, or the highest, I don't know, I just had a target, and if I could hit it, I would hit it, and that'd be successful. So yeah, I mean, for squats, we started the week, you know, trying to hit 295 for one. That was gonna be like not a PR because I've hit 315 before, but that was probably like 6-7 months ago. But you know, that was the goal. Can I hit 295? And I felt like I could, and so that's why I went for it. You know, and then on bench, I was doing 205 for 2 sets of triples. That was the goal, and we're about to see the 295 squat happen right now. I've been working a lot on my squat. I was having a problem where I would kind of like, I don't know, maybe lose my balance. I would kind of go wobble forward, like back and forth, but I've worked on it, and I think this rep was pretty good. Struggled a little bit, but I think it went up decently well. So I did one accessory, or at least I recorded it, which was just pausing my squats. I did 3 sets of this, but I just recorded the first one. But yeah, so far, you know, last week was pretty good. And did I talk about my bench? On my bench, oh yeah, I said I was trying to hit 205 for 2 sets of triples. Yeah, and then as far as my bench goes, last week was successful. This week not so much, and you'll see this week's footage later. But I think I'm gonna have to change my bench routine. I'm gonna have to try to hit maybe 5 sets of doubles on 205. Bench tends to be my weakest one. I've said that before, but I've just noticed lately that my bench just kind of starts lacking behind, and I don't know if other people who train maybe have similar problems, but yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. As far as deadlift goes, I believe I was trying to hit 375 for one. A very nasty rep, and I'll point out some of the things that I noticed when I was watching my footage. But yeah, deadlift, probably my best lift, but definitely needing some work, at least again from reviewing my footage, and you'll see. So we hit 375. It was a pretty good session overall. And then the last training footage for the video is going to be another squat session where I was deloading, and I just did 255 for 2 sets. I think 1 set for 4 and then 1 set for 3. But yeah, so that's the training footage. I have some Ryzeal matches, or I have a Ryzeal match. It's a mirror match at the end of this video. Yu-Gi-Oh's in a very interesting state. Ever since the YCS, right, with Triff winning with Fiendsmith Ryzeal, I swear there's just been Fiendsmith everything popping up since then. Like on DB, I've seen like Tenpai using Fiendsmith. Of course, the Fiendsmith cash deck. It almost seems like every other DB grinder video, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing Fiendsmith something. Does it concern me? I don't know. I guess in a way it does, just because I was just starting to really feel comfortable like playing Ryzeal, playing against the Fiendsmith version, or playing against any version. And it seemed like as I got comfortable with the deck, the whole like just meta changed. Now you're seeing Fiendsmith and everything. And which is cool. I don't mind the Fiendsmith cards. I think they're like, if we want to look at the deadlift, we're gonna see the 395 real quick. Sorry to take a detour here, but I noticed for one, I think I started without actually like getting my back, you know, as firm as possible. And I noticed that with my knees, I'm not locking out my knees, so the lift's not counting. So it's something I just noticed, and I will be working on that. I wish I actually watched this before I deadlifted. I would have definitely been hitting that. So, but anyways, back to Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I think the Fiendsmith cards are like fair in a way. They seem kind of broken, but at least to me they're broken. But they just seem fair. Like they're not. It's not insane what it does. Like putting up a Desiree or putting up the I forget what the Link 3 is called, a Gumbe or something like that. And with Fiendsmith Paradise, I think the whole engine is great. If anything, it actually makes the games like slower, at least to me. You know, you see more interactions between the opponents. Of course, unless someone opens like a blowout card or whatever. But yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is just it's an interesting place. But as far as for me, as someone who's still relatively new, I think it's great, and I am enjoying it. It's a little frustrating trying to learn, you know, every deck using Fiendsmith, but I don't know. I accept the challenge. I think I finally have my Ryzeal deck built, and I'm hoping to attend locals soon. But you know, with Christmas coming up, probably gonna just have to wait until the new year. But yeah, just want to know what y'all think. If y'all are enjoying the game, or if y'all enjoying, you know, seeing Fiendsmith and everything. Other decks that I've been interested in is going back to my Runic Stun deck. I don't know. I know it's like frowned upon, but when I saw a deck top and they had the Performage, or I forget what it's called, but it's the Rainbow Magician. I think it's kind of broken, and unfortunately, I think it loses out to Aggregator, so people can just easily like out it. But you know, still, I'm thinking about doing that. But if you want, let's focus on the Yu-Gi-Oh match that's about to come out. Game 1. We're watching my POV. Yep. So game 1, I'm looking now. My opponent's running interesting card choices, but he's gonna Ogre. I honestly probably should have saved the called by, to be honest with you, but you know, whatever. I felt like I'll go for just a detonator play, and you know, if he has something for that, it's fine. You know, duo drive already resolved, so we're gonna make detonator, and we're just gonna attach sword. I forget what I said. Oh, I set the plugin. I go ahead and do the Veiler detonator here. I'm just, you know, making my opponent have something, and luckily I have Ash, and he just scoops. Game 2, we're gonna be watching his POV. My hand was pretty good if it was any Ryzeal not node, but he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna do his play. I'm gonna have what I use. I think I use Imperm on dual drive. No, I use Veiler because I have Imperm. Yeah. So I stopped that. He's gonna go ahead and make detonator, and it's fine, right? Because I have Imperm. Or I have Ultimate Flare. So I get rid of that. Again, if I had anything other than a node, probably would have worked out, but it's fine. Make Typhon go. Now here's what's interesting. I don't know if I should have Imperm the sword. I knew he had node, or I'm sorry, he had node, but and then maybe cross out the X. I don't know. There was things I thought of watching this game, and maybe I could have done it, but I didn't, and here I am gonna get blown out by detonator and duo drive. He also has Joel, which is insane. I think I just try to make a play, but he has the answer, and it's just not gonna happen. I just call Ash, and you know, if he has that, you know, something will resolve. But nope, he has Joel and Dimensional Barrier. But I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this up. Game 3 is a more well, I don't think it was that close, but I think he probably thought I had all the answers. So he Perulias, or I Perulia actually. He passes. I'm playing around Joel at this point, so he draws. I have ice. I'm just gonna make a detonator. Think I said to pass. Interesting that he Ghost Mourner, but I guess he really didn't think he was gonna be able to use it, or he knew I was just gonna go into detonator. So do that. I said to pass, and I kind of perfectly set up to beat him at this point. So I go ahead and Imperm here, making it to where he better have something. I could have crossed this out, but I chose not to, with the idea that, okay, I have cross out for anything, and that's save Ash for a duo, yeah. So I figured, okay, if I draw anything good, not that I was trying to top deck here, but I draw sword and he has Valor for it, but now I know, okay, so Bonfire is going to resolve no matter what. I have cross out for anything and he'll most likely scoop. So that's what ends up happening. Hope you all enjoyed. I know it's a video that I was kind of speaking all over the place, but let me know your thoughts on the current format, and if you have any tips on my lifts, I'd appreciate it. So until next time, peace.